David Barnett of Popsockets. I was a philosophy professor at University of Colorado when I started Popsockets. Back in 2011, I was tired of my headset tangling. So each time I pulled the earbuds out of my pocket, it was a tangled mess. And I drove to the nearest Joann fabric store, which is a couple blocks from here, walked through the button aisle, found one big button, stuck it to the back of my phone to wrap my headset around, but the microphone got caught on it. So then I had my two-button moment. There's two components to Popsockets. There's the function and the fun, or the self-expression. And so people describe Popsockets as functional jewelry. It's kind of like you're wearing a ring when you're using your Popsocket. One piece of advice, get involved in the community, for sure, the startup community. Another piece of advice, you've got to be a little bit overconfident to be an entrepreneur. You could call it a little arrogant almost, but you can't be too arrogant or you're going to lose everything. So if you're too arrogant, that means you're not listening to feedback, you're not noticing the data. I mean, if enough people say, I'm not going to buy that, it's not going to work. At some point, you've got to drop your idea or at least adjust it and pivot. The scariest part about starting my startup was spending all of my money. So I was a philosophy professor, I did not have a lot of money, and I spent it all. And then after I spent all my money, my house burned down, fortunately, and I got a lot more money from the insurance company, and I spent all of that money. My wife wasn't as optimistic about the business as I was. I think that Popsockets and the team hopes to gain relationships and learn what's trending and what's innovative in the Boulder space with the Startup Week, and also form relationships with other startups that could be mutually beneficial. Perhaps next year, at some point when we're a bit more prepared, we could also have a booth where we share what happened with Popsockets, the different stages, and what fueled the growth, why we think it fueled the growth, which decisions we made that were bad decisions, which were good decisions, just to sort of share that knowledge that we've gained with other startups to help them, if that would be useful.